They told me the streets here were paved with gold. They lied. When I arrived in Europe, I didn't find a fortune. I found a furnace. I worked like a machine, the kind of labor that breaks your back and drains your soul. I survived on one meal a day and the cold comfort of a rented room. I wasn't just working for a paycheck. I was working for a person. Every hour of overtime, every lawyer's fee, every missed meal was a brick in the foundation of the life I was building for us. I did it all by the book. Legal papers, immigration fees, endless appointments. I denied myself the basic comforts of life because I had a vision. The day her visa was approved, I felt like a king. At the airport, I carried her bags like they were filled with gold. I walked tall. I showed her the city and said, "This is our new life." I gave her everything: my home, my name, my resources, and my total trust. But the air in Europe changed her. Slowly, the woman I married back home faded away. In her place stood a stranger. Someone cold. Someone who viewed my sacrifices as not enough. She told me the city had opened her eyes. She began to see my hard work as a weakness and my patience as a target. Then came the knock that changed everything. Standing at my own front door were police officers. Behind them, she stood with a calm I will never forget. Based on a report I never saw coming, I was told to pack a bag and leave. Just like that, the house I paid for, the life I built, and the woman I loved were gone. I walked out into the cold like a criminal, while she stayed in the warmth I had provided. The aftermath was a blur of shame and loss. Divorce papers, legal battles. Then, the final blow. Because my residency was tied to the marriage, my right to stay crumbled along with my heart. Everything I worked for had collapsed. For a long time, I sat in the silence of that loss. I felt like I had nothing left. But then, I looked at my hands. The same hands that worked those backbreaking jobs were still strong. The same mind that navigated the complex immigration systems of a foreign land was still sharp. She took the house, she took the papers, and she took the comfort, but she could not take my grit. Today, I am no longer looking back at what was stolen. I am looking at what I am capable of building. I realized that if I could build a life for two people out of nothing but sweat and hope, imagine what I can build for myself now that the weight of an ungrateful heart is gone. My story isn't about a man who lost everything. It's about a man who discovered that his value wasn't in a house or a marriage certificate. My value is in my resilience. The storm cleared the path, and for the first time, I am walking toward a future that belongs entirely to me. I am still standing, and this time I'm building on solid ground.